Everyone, welcome to our Treasure Home Wednesday Night Live and welcome to the channel. So tonight we're going to be talking about more health things. I'm trying to find, there was a lot going on today. I'm trying to find where I wrote down how much I've lost and what day, and I don't remember what notebook I put it in. So we're going to see it and try to look for that here in just a moment. But I don't know, we all have been racing up and down the street again. I think that's a motorcycle this time. Oh, goodness gracious. That's when I have, I got 5 notebooks, or actually 6 notebooks. But that's all right. We'll keep looking for them. For it. No, it's not that book. No, it's not that one. So, earlier I was on with Heather and Gail at Milk and Honey Heritage Farms channel, and we talked about the Eat Right for your blood type. And I will be getting to that. It's right here in front of my face. So, and before I start, I just want to, and I don't really normally do this on Wednesday nights and everything, but I am tonight because I'm quite sure everybody's heard about what happened today. So I just want to pray real quick. Dear Lord, we thank you for the strength that you've given to us, that we can just keep on going and standing up for what's right and keep Charlie Kirk's legacy going. We pray for his family and friends, the people that were there, our nation, across the world, because many people knew him, and just comfort them and help them through this time. And us as Americans to stand up to do what we need to do. In Jesus' name, amen. So, I will talk probably more about that on my Saturday night. Not tonight. Not here, because then I'll get to crying, and then it's just been one of those days. Me and Anastasia do this little Bible thing, and it keeps saying that I miss a day. I'm like, I don't miss anything.
What's that ad? Oh. It's glorifying.
And then there's an ad. So, but anyway, that's why it was giving me a notification. I missed it. I'm like, I didn't miss the evening one. So tonight, I kind of went off the wagon a little bit. We had pizza, and they were trying something new, and it didn't work out, but that's okay. We had pizza, and Anastasia and I shared one because they had barbecue chicken, and Anastasia's had pepperoni and chorizo and jalapeno peppers. So, did I do well with the jalapeno peppers? No, I have not. I've had heartburn, and it feels like it's sitting right here. So I was like, now those aren't not from the garden. those. Okay, cool. Thank you. They brought them from the store. So I don't know which store they got them from, but that's okay. But maybe next year, because I still have habanero peppers and cayenne peppers, and I got some new cayenne pepper seeds and everything. So I want to try to grow my own, like I did with the banana peppers. And I did not have any issues with those banana peppers whatsoever. And also, that's why I'm, working on doing all that. I want to say I have not measured myself since I started. So, but my up top was 48 and a half, the waist is 51, and hips are 53. That's when I started. I did not do any measurements this week. If I go back, I can go back and look because I meant to do that today. I just got started on working on my affiliate links and everything, and then the news and everything. And so it was just like, just one of those days. Some things won't working right, and then so you just sit back and just take a moment and regroup. And almost like, it just seemed like you're not, focused. Because yesterday, it was like really weird. I was doing all right to about 2:30, and then all of a sudden I got this headache that just would not go away. And I'm like, what is going on? Now, I had laid down twice to get rid of this headache. And I was drinking coffee and I was drinking water, but I realized by 7 o'clock, I realized I had not really drunk enough water. So I don't know if the headache was from not drinking enough water or something I ate, because I've been writing it all down. And I was like, I just told Rebecca, after I go upstairs to the Anastasia, I'm going to bed. I woke up, my headache was gone. But I drank 1.5 liters of water before I went to bed. So I was only up maybe a couple of times, before I finally fell asleep. That I finally fell asleep. All right, so let's see here. I found the right one. All right. That's not the one I want to see. I think this is the one I want to see. I want to download it on my phone. All right. So from last year to now, I'm not going to download that. That's actually is downloading. How about that? All right, here we go. Just whatever. All right. So when I went to the doctor, I think it was all right. So it wasn't last year because last year I said 275. The year before was like 280 something. So I'll go back and get all that. So as of now, I've lost 45 pounds. Not that from the 275, but went back like 285 or something other like that. So I've lost 45 pounds as of today. So as of this morning, I weighed myself. I'm actually 245. I was like, yes. So I'm like, all right, we're heading into the right direction. So September 10th, 2025, weight is actually 245.0 pounds. So I'm like, here we go. Here we go, because I'm like, this is coming off. Well, the end of last week, for the last like 5 days or so, because I've been doing videos for the cooking channel. Kind of like I said, kind of went off, not off the wagon, but detoured just a little bit because that was myself doing that of eating things, trying them out. And so I've got to sit there and get back to doing what I normally do is low carb. So tonight I was on Heather's channel and we were talking about not the low carb, the eat right. This one's the cook right for your blood type and all. So I am going to get the eat right for your blood type because he says it goes more in details and everything. So for the most part, for a blood type A, eating just like chicken, corn and chickens, and turkey, and then all those vegetables is a low carb, basically low carb anyway. Excuse me about that. Because when it comes to the breads, he talks about like the Ezekiel bread, soya flour bread, sprouted wheat bread, and rice cakes. So it's like, oh, I like rice cakes. We love rice cakes. I remember when they came out. We would get those all the time. My favorite, my mom put peanut butter. We like peanut butter on them. But my favorite thing to put on a rice cake is just plain butter. Just put butter on it. But you can do so many things with it. And I saw something on Pinterest. I was like, ooh, we got to try that. So, and then the brown rice bread, corn muffins, then crisp. I have no idea what that is. Gluten-free bread, ideal flat bread, millet oat bran muffins, 100% raw bread, raw crisp, raw Vita spelt bread, and Wassa bread. Now, I like Wassa bread also. I've had that. So, it kind of more like, it's geared to a low-carb diet, low-carb living and everything. So, I've got one left over here. Anastasia and I tried them out. This, and that's on the cooking channel, so you gotta go over there, is what I made with the rice cake. And you coat it with chocolate and put the nuts on there. It's really good. I put it in the fridge. So, yeah, that is so good. So, I'm like trying to think of things that y'all think that's chocolate's not low carb. Chocolate's good for you anyway. You just eat some chocolate. Now that's the dairy-free chocolate. That that we used. That was the Enjoy Life. So I was like, okay, let's try something different. Anastasia liked it a little bit. She likes the plain ones better. So that's another snack that we can have that I can take up there to her at nighttime. Besides like apples and stuff, other stuff I make. as far as exercising, I exercise when I think about it. I don't exercise every day. Unless if you consider getting up and walking to the kitchen, getting up and walking to the bathroom over there. And or just kind of like getting up, walking to the door, walking, come and sit back down. Now, like I said, I do have different ringtones to sit there and do different things and make to remind me to move my legs and everything. Do I do it all the time? No, I don't. And I should, because it helps get the blood moving when you sit down all day long. When you're sitting down, say an office job and stuff, you have those ringtones, and people think you just, you got to be moving, keep your body moving some ways, shape, or form. Even if you do these, if you sit and take a break from the computer, put your head back up like this, put your head down like this, to go from side to side, and then you can go, rotate your head, because that keeps the body moving and your blood going. So I'll sit there and I'll do something like that. Like I said, the different ringtones. So I got my arms going, arms like this. You do your arms like this, and then put your arms up like this, and then you do these, and then you can do your shoulders. Now, as far as the legs go, my knees, I go up, down, down like this, and then do my knees like this too. So this is nicely going down. I'm happy about that. Then you can do the scissors things. Do those also. Just do 10 of each. Start off with 10 of each, and then keep on moving from that. And then that way, while you're sitting down, and that's why, you still got your body going. You can do shrug shoulders like this. You remember as kids, or if you watch little kids, they would do this all the time. And they're like, what are you doing? I don't know. What are you shrugging your shoulders for? I don't know. They would just do it for fun. But you're actually kind of moving your body, moving all these muscles and all up and down to build strength. Let's see here. Oh, that can's over there. If you have a water bottle, you want to start using weights, you don't have weights. You got a nice water bottle, 2-liter bottle. This is nice to do this with it too. You can, if you want, can do palm with one hand and do one arm this way and do one arm that way. Yeah, that'll work. You could do it back here. And you can do these. Go back and forth like this. And so many things you can do besides, just sitting still or just walking. Usually, most of the time, walking is the best type of exercise. And everybody's body is different. So find something that works for you and then keep on, and build up with it. And yes, I do have coffee. My cup says joy. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Can y'all believe that? October, November, December, only 3.5 months away. And it's like, oh my goodness. I don't want to look at it like that. I was like, it's just September. I'm just kind of like stuck in August still. You ever get that way? You going so fast, or you doing so much and everything that you check off the date, but then you kind of like really don't pay attention, and it's like, wait a minute, where did the month go? And so, and now with different doctor's visits going on and everything, So Anastasia has hers in the morning. I have mine tomorrow afternoon. Um, Now last week I was having a fit with allergies. Y'all saw me. I was doing this and this, and I was back to patting my eyes. Got my immunology shots, and it's like doing good. I've pet my eyes tonight because I was been crying, but it's not as much as it usually is. Usually, I'm like constantly doing this and this, and so yeah, it's getting better. It's definitely getting better. So tomorrow will be my fourth set of shots. And I'm going to tell them to put them in this arm again because I think it seems like I do better if it's in the right arm than the left arm, which is really weird, but that's how my body is. So I got to tell y'all something funny. So Monday night, I was upstairs with Anastasia, and we had finished everything, and we play this little game. She takes my hand and she pulls me up, but she actually does kind of pull me up and everything. So she went to pull me up and she jerked me. When she jerked me, she pulled my back right here. Not on purpose, it was an accident. I wasn't ready when she pulled, and because usually I have my arm up under me like this, and she pulls me, I can just go up. And all of a sudden, I was like, oh no. So I still went live Monday night, and it was funny because every time I made that back twinge, I'm just like, oh no. I was like, y'all just bear with me. So, but here was the ironic thing. When that happened and this side was hurting, my left hip and all stopped hurting. So then that makes me wonder if actually my right side is the side that's actually hurt, but the pain is just radiating to my left side instead. So I'm thinking about, contacting my doctor and let him know, what happened. And they're like, say, is it really my right side? Because see, when I slipped and fell twice within August, September, October, 4 months, I landed on my right side both times. So I'm just like, you would think my right side be the one that hurts more than my left. But it's not. It's my left side. So I'm like, that's a very interesting question to ask. Because I don't know myself. And I don't know if the medical doctors would know either. You know? So this coffee I'm trying tonight it's an instant coffee. It's Cafe Bustelo. Let me go get it. No, I said it's Cafe Bustelo. It's Spanish. So it said it came from Spain. But anyway, but it says distributed by the J.M. Smucker Company in Oroville, Ohio. So I'm like, So I'm trying different coffees and everything just to see how they will taste and all. Will make my heart beat faster, or I hope not, because then that pacemaker was like, and make it go back to normal. I was like, oh my goodness, it's hilarious because it's supposed to be so that if my heart slows down or whatever, it keeps it going at 60 beats a minute. So if I go doing stuff and making my heart speed up, it makes it, I think it's supposed to make it slow down too. It's like, yeah, I ain't doing no marathon, that's for sure. So, what, if y'all have noticed, all this is cleared up. All this is cleared up. All right. This arm has been cleared up. But you notice this arm is starting to clear up. So I believe, here we go again. I believe it was the other mushroom complex that I got from Wild and Organic, because it has some other mushrooms in there that I've never heard of. I looked it up, and there was like mushrooms that they just picked up out of the ground. And it was a certain type of mushroom. Let me go get it, because that's a certain type of mushroom. I'm just like, I don't think so. All right, so this is the one I was using. It's Agaricus. I have never heard of that type of mushroom or anything. I looked it up, and that's the one that looks like it grows in the ground, like, in like when it rains and it's cool, in the springtime, and those. So I was like, okay. And then you have another one that's Agaricon. So I was like, and I looked at this before I even bought it, and I was like, and it didn't say anything was wrong with those type of mushrooms, but maybe I don't know. I'm just like, so I had stopped everything and started from scratch again a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, okay, so everything cleared up. So let me try. So I tried that again, and then that's when this cleared up. Well, again, so I'm gonna stop that. So this is starting to get smaller. So I believe it's that one. That's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. So I'm like, I'm not doing with that. No, I'm not going to take that. Just going to leave that alone. It's going to sit there. I hate throwing things away, but I can take the label off, wash this bottle really good, and I have another dropper bottle. There you go. There's another useful purpose for it. I am apologizing. My bone is still going. So the itching? Probably just because of the peppers I ate. Because I don't usually eat jalapeno peppers. So they were asking me if I wanted to try some. I was like, sure, why not? Let's just try and see what happens. I know better, but it's okay. So I'm just like, I know now not to have jalapeno peppers. Not from the store. Like I said, I'll probably next year buy some seeds and grow some myself. Because I know, like, Mary Heirloom Seeds, Sarah Seeds Shop, and my gardener, and there's a bunch of others and everything. So the yellow pear tomato seeds I got from Mary Heirloom Seeds. The Sarah Seeds was the banana pepper, and the other peppers didn't grow. I think that was because of the soil or something else. Let me see. Now I went ahead and got some tomato seeds from my gardener, and I've got the regular big juicy tomatoes, but one's orange and one's yellow. Because my experiment was to try the yellow pear tomatoes to see if it would aggravate my fibromyalgia, and it did not. So that I know I can have. And I still have loads of green tomatoes on that plant that just not doing anything. So I am going to harvest them, take them off, and on the cooking channel, I am going to make a green salsa. So y'all, I have to go over there to watch and see what's going on. Yeah, because it's just so cool. Now, as far as I've been tongue tied all day. Oh man, I forgot to start that. I forgot to do that tonight. Can I believe that? So if y'all seen the video, then y'all know what I have. La 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 la. So, y'all ready? Live Our Treasure Home blooper take 1. Because I forgot to do it at the beginning. So, I've had fun with this. I do have it in some videos I do and some I forgot. So, I'm going to I'm like, oh man, because I'm gonna say I forgot that y'all seen the clapper, so yeah, I will be using that more and more. And Stasia and I gonna have fun. She's gonna use that for school too. So I was like, the little projects that she has to do and everything, I told her she can use it for school because it's me and her that did this channel and everything, and she'll still hop in once in a while. So I did this Monday night or the other night, and I showed it on Heather's channel, their channel, Healthy Goal Wednesdays live. So when I won this from Heather, at the beginning of the summer, when Heather and Gail started with Healthy Goal Wednesdays, they did a giveaway, and I won the apron from Heather. But when I got this apron, that was it. I tied this like this, so it wouldn't fling around or anything. So I want to show y'all something. She goes, Nancy, why didn't you tell me? I could have sent you a longer string. I said, no. I said it was motivation to get this weight off. Can I tie it in or not? But I actually can get it around my waist now. So I was like, ooh, yeah, baby, 5 more pounds or so, and I can actually sit there and tie it in a knot. So I was like, I'm so super excited. I was like, and now I can start wearing this more and more because I made a video of flour everywhere. It was so funny. So I was like, that is so cool. I was like super, super excited and everything. And I was like, thank you, Lord. And give him all the glory and everything because he sits there, he helped me remember, do this, do that. And gives me strength every day. I mean, the glory goes to him because some days I just don't feel like doing anything. Or some days I don't feel like cooking anything. And I'm like, okay. Do I really want to cook? Do I really want to make eggs? Do I really want to do? Because the cast iron skillet it's gone. I mean, that's not thrown away yet, but everything sticks to it. I've done re-seasoned it and everything, and it's just it's like nothing. So I'm gonna have to get I'll get working on getting me a new skillet. But because I don't always want to heat up the oven, But then again, it is going to start getting colder soon. So I'll be cooking, baking things anyway. So I have that little ceramic dish that I can make my eggs in and everything. I heard them walking around, but they're getting ready for bed. Early day tomorrow, So I'm just like, there's 2 people and 2 thumbs up. I was hoping anybody have questions or anything about maybe like vitamins or something other. Now, what I do take, I take a zinc. I take my vitamin D3, and I had the 10,000 IUs of it because they're watching Dr. Berg. So I was taking 2 of them a day, and I went down to 1, and I started doing that for about a couple of weeks, and I was like, I don't think I need to do that because it just felt like, I was getting stronger with taking the 2. So I went back to taking 2 of the vitamin D3. So this is my vitamin D3. I take a multivitamin B, B vitamin that has vitamin C with it also. Now there's tinctures I got from Teresa. I have them sitting over there. There's some I will going to use during the winter time because I have been taking some of them, like the Self Heal and the Fever View, which is also helpful for pain. And I'm still taking my nettle, because my nettle, oh my goodness, I don't ever want to be without that again. I might have to ask Teresa if she's got any, because she has nettle that grows on her farm. I might just buy the nettle seed and try to grow it myself, because oh my goodness, that day I didn't have it. I was like, oh my goodness, I could not figure out what I was hurting from or why I was hurting. Here's the funny thing. This was like a couple weeks ago. So I got up and I was outside. I was doing stuff all day long and not cleaning, but just doing stuff, pulling things out, moving things around out in the garden, replanting. So yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. It was like a Wednesday, 2 weeks. Monday. Last week or whatever, because I was redoing the planters, the containers, and replanting, doing a fall garden and everything. Because my son comes out there, he goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm planting a fall garden." Because he does that to me, try to scare us and everything. So, because I saw him coming, walking, and I was like, sometimes he can get me that way. I can see him, then he'll just all of a sudden do something, And I'm like, oh my goodness. So, so when he did that, I was outside, and I was like, I told myself, because I went to the restroom, got up, you got to do that and everything. So I sat back down in the bed. Don't forget to take your nettle and everything, because I know what I had planned to do that day. Actually, it was September 1st. It was a Monday. That was last week, a week and a half. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, every ounce of pain came back. And I'm like, what is going on? I said, my arms hadn't hurt like this in months. I'm like, okay, I know I was out in the garden. I said, but that shouldn't have been that much, because I was sitting down in the chair and everything. And at 2:30, I finally realized, oh, you forgot to take your nettle. So from personal experience, the nettle works. I'm just like, oh my goodness. So that's why I went ahead and purchased the things from Teresa because she had the turkey tail and the self heal, the feverfew, the mullein, and something else. So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna try this and see. Now she does make hers with alcohol, with the brandy or vodka, which you can make it with vegetable glycerin, which is what like this one is made out of. Certified organic vegetable glycerin and purified water. Because some people don't like the alcohol, not, how it tastes and everything. So that's what the Horback is made with. It's made with the vegetable glycerin, so that if you don't like the alcohol-based ones, you've got that kind that you can take. And I said turkey tail, I think. So I was like, I kind of like want to get stocked up before winter actually gets here. The next something else I want to get is some elderberry and make my own elderberry tinctures and everything. Rita on Rita's Race, she just puts the elderberry. She said she puts the elderberries in a jar. I think she dehydrates them, but she just puts it in and pours alcohol in and just takes a swig every single day. She was so funny. I said, you don't do anything else? She goes, no. She goes, it's just. But she's not sick either. So I think, that'd be pretty cool. I'll make my own elderberry because I had some, and either it was just expired and I threw it away, or it got stuck in storage. So if it's in storage, it's expired now. So I need to get some more. I would like to also do my own like turkey tail and different ones like that also. So the thing is balancing out, buying things a little at a time, and in the meantime, you still need the stuff that you're already taking to help you get through the day. So it's just balancing that out and making not only making a schedule, but budgeting for what you need and what you want. So like these, this is my one just for, it's got the castor oil, olive oil, rose hips, um, coffee, vanilla. Is this the coconut one I made today? No, this is the vanilla, chocolate, and coffee. It's just because my daytime I have put away, then the nighttime I have the frankincense and like lavender and the calming herbs. So, but I got these on Amazon. It was like, I want to say 12 bottles, maybe $13 or so. And then anytime I have these bottles, so I've got like 3 empty Nettle bottles. So I've been doing it for a while. Just take them, wash them out really good, rinse them out, wash them, and then let dry, and then you can collect your bottles like that way too. That way, if you make tinctures or if you want to make I don't call it a salve because it's not a salve. Your own, I want to say liquid lotion. I guess that's what you call it. Because you need that. Because you need the dropper. See, I shake it up every single time you go to use it. And you just put it on your hands. Put it there and you rub it in. It also help you smell good too, So and like the calming one at night, the one if you not only the frankincense, but if you put like lavender in it, and I think it's yang lang lang, um, and vanilla, and then that's what you smell that helps you relax and go to sleep. Because this is a chocolate. The chocolate, I want to say it was coconut and vanilla, and then I added not extra vanilla. I want to say peppermint I put in there, but it's just like the fall scents and everything, so that you sit here and smell. It smells good and everything. So, but that's been the week so far. Trying to, just keep on track, and I did not keep on track this week. But I have been writing stuff down, exactly what I eat, exactly what I drink, because I also, want to see if I have a flare up again. What have I been eating? Did I eat? So let's see here. Now, for breakfast, usually it's eggs. One day I did made some, so it'll be brunch, because I get up and I'm doing things, and then it's always about 11 o'clock or so I'm finally fixing something. So I cook eggs and then had some hamburgers, and we have the shredded cheese. So I either put the cheese on in between the eggs or in between the hamburgers, turkey burgers, and let that melt. And I stopped all the seasoning also, because I wanted to make sure, what was going on. So then start adding the season, like your salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. I start adding that back in. Been doing good. Now, my finger I showed last week, how it was all cracked and peeling and everything. It's still doing the same thing, but not as bad. It doesn't hurt. But when that peeling starts, it's always like right here in this thumb. It'll be right here on this finger. It's the fingernails where the cuticles split and everything. This finger's right there. This one, now I've got fingernail polish on, but last week I showed how the pinky fingernail, it goes under the nails. I didn't cut this nail because the skin underneath that nail, this protects it. So when my fingers start doing that, I leave my fingernails longer, even though they crack and they split and everything. Hey, Misha, how you doing? They crack and split and everything. I don't cut it down to where the skin shows, because that's like actual protecting that skin that's splitting. I only cut that last week so y'all could see exactly, because normally I wouldn't. But yeah, so that's swollen. I know it doesn't look swollen, but it is. It is swollen. And then, like I said, with the cuticles, so you'll see it really on this finger, how it is. And it looks, the cuticles are splitting and everything. And there we go. I think that's better. So my doctor kept saying, oh, that's normal. That's normal. I'm like, no, it's not. No, for a fact, it's not. When I don't, to cut out when I was going through all that and I cut out the meat and everything, it cleared right on up. But this has been going on for years. So that's why I was like, what made my hands and all flare up so bad? Since 2017 and 2020, all those years and everything. So I'm thinking that maybe I've had it for a long time, just didn't know what it was. We just thought it was the weather type because it was always this finger right here. I get that dryness and all during the, like during the winter time. It's dry, your hands are dry, you're putting lotion on all the time. I'm like, I done put so much lotion on my body and nothing will work. Hey, Robin, how you doing? And I'm like, what in the world? Why is my hand so dry? It had nothing to do with the weather whatsoever. It's got nothing to do with the weather. So I was like, I told him, I said, it has nothing to do with the weather. He goes, yeah, I know. So he's learning along too, as I am, about all this stuff. Because, they're not taught this in school, in college. Isn't that wonderful? But that's changed. That's been changing too, which is cool. So, go back here. So I always still eat oatmeal and blueberries, and put like my spice mix, which has the cloves, and I put cocoa powder in it this time. I said cloves and ginger and nutmeg and cinnamon and everything. I mean, come on, it's pumpkin spice season too. So I'll put that on there. But I researched what cocoa powder is good for, because you'd be surprised at like the Hershey's cocoa powder you get or the store brand, what it's good for, what it does help with your body. And don't forget the butter. Butter is actually brain food. People don't realize that. When they always that no fat thing. Your body has different joints and all that needs all that lubrication. So see, that was September 5th. So, and we had chicken. It's our version of chicken and dumplings. Then let's see here. I made a chili cornbread. They had spaghetti. Of course, I did try spaghetti because. So I tried it here, and then they had tomato sauce, regular tomato sauce. Definitely heartburn. I'm like, okay, that was just to verify, like, no red tomatoes. And like I said, tonight I did the peppers because I wanted to see. And there goes the fire department. So what night was it? So Monday night. Let me think. Yeah, Monday night. So I need to come back in here to. Right, we had steak. They had potatoes and corn. So yes, I did have a steak. Yep, Monday night was steak night. Because Anastasia this is her week that she goes for her immunology stuff also. Hey Kim, how you doing? So they fixed steak. Monday night I had half of it. A half of mine. And what about I had that much left? I mean, that thing was huge. So I ate the rest of it this morning for breakfast. Because Tuesday, like I said, I just have not been good all last week, or most of the week, until yesterday was Wendy's, because it was grocery shopping day. So I didn't eat the fries. I did have the chicken nuggets, and I had a chicken sandwich. So I did not have the hamburger from there, but I just did have the chicken sandwich with lettuce and pickles. And I mean, I could have, because I've got the mayonnaise here and mustard here, and I could have loaded it up with that, but I was just like, nah, just eat it. Let's just keep on going. And that's what I did. But that was because yesterday was grocery shopping day, and I was making videos. also. So like I said, no, that's not loaded yet on but the rice cakes. This is what I made. I broke this in half. Um, this is actually rice cake. So I did a video. Anastasia likes it, not too much with the chocolate. Here's the other piece, and so I'm sitting there making videos, and by the time I realized, like, oh, I'm hungry. Like, oh. So that's not amazing. I made a turkey burger and turnip greens. So I made a video of making my lunch and everything. And then I had the rice cakes. And there was a couple other videos, some for our treasure home, and made videos for the cooking channel also. And I'm just like, got the busy and going and everything. And then you realize, oh, I'm hungry. So when they sit there and said Wendy's for dinner, I was like, yeah, because I don't feel like cooking anymore. So that's what I did. Like I said, over the weekend, I made the cornbread casserole and a noodle salad. So I was just like, I was eating that because, that was a lot. That was, even that small dish, it's a lot. Hey, Heather, how you doing? So even that small dish, I got like 9 pieces out of that. And it's like, and I'm the only one eating it. Because when I did the recipe, I was trying to cut the recipe down to where it'd be like a single serve size, but that didn't work. I was like, nope, that ain't working. I'm getting me some water this time. I think there might be, that's the vacuum cleaner, I think. Who knows? They also got lightsabers, like from Star Wars. That makes that, sound like they're doing. So, and then tonight we had pizza. So tomorrow I'll get back on to doing the low carb and stuff like that. And you know what? Every once in a while, it's good just to take a break. Take a break. If eat something you want to eat. Make a dessert you want to have. We got ice cream. The dairy-free ice cream. So I'm still got that going to where when I eat. So if I start at, all right, so they'll cook dinner, and it depends, like tomorrow's chicken. So I will sit there. They'll have it finished because they eat around 4 o'clock or so, especially like Thursday nights and all, because my son has to get to bed for work. So it will still sit there, and then I'll eat my dinner. I'll start at 5. So 5 to 6. We'll have whatever is cooked for dinner, and then I'll eat my desserts. So my dessert will be whether it's the rice cake, it's something else I made, if it's ice cream, the chocolate pudding I made. I'll eat all that within the hour. And sometimes it doesn't even, here it does take me an hour or so to eat that because these teeth up here, and the wisdom tooth is gone, but it's the 2 molars, and there's a space between them. So everything I chew gets stuck between that space. So if y'all see me when I'm done like that, it's because something's So I go to the dentist in November to see about these teeth over here on the left side. Because I'm hungry. And I don't know why. I shouldn't be hungry. You know what? I ate 4 pieces of pizza, but they were like 2 inches by 2 inches. But it did learn. No jalapeno peppers. And see all that stuck up there. So I thought maybe if I grow, and I was telling people earlier, I had the habanero, the cayenne pepper. I might have jalapeno. And there was habanero, the banana, the cayenne. There was another one, but I got orange cayenne pepper. So I'm gonna redo those 2 front ones. I don't think I'm gonna plant those in the front. I don't know. I'll try and see. But I am gonna get some planter things that raise planter holders to keep it up off the ground. Because I have ants that are just terrible around here. So next year, that's the same way in the back. Get some plant stands to get them off the ground. Now I think the black containers I have, because they got the holes in the bottom, and I thought that'd be good for drainage, like when it rains. It may be not the best because then the seeds might go through that, and that's probably why some things did well and some things didn't. I don't know about that. Because that hyssop sure did good in there. My the thyme did good in it. My lemon balm and my stevia. So it's a learning process of writing down what works and what doesn't. It said these are really good. Rice cakes covered in chocolate. And I used walnuts. I didn't use pecans. They're pecans. Pecans. We just had a nest of ants break out on my hibiscus. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Now, I don't know where these, I don't know what lawn company those grass cutting people. It would get the mulch from. But I think they bring the ants in that mulch, is what I think. Happens every year. Oh my goodness. Wow. And something about the hibiscus that they like. It's smelling something. I don't know. I think that'd be something to research to see if what else you could plant there that would deter those things. I think I'm gonna try to, as much as I don't like this plant it out front. Hostas. My sister had that thing. I don't like that plant, but I don't know why I don't like that plant. But I'm thinking about planting that out front. Next year. So, but what I was telling people earlier about my arm right here and the breakout, I think it's a reaction to this one. Because it's got some mushrooms in there that I don't know and I've never heard of. One is Agaricus and the other one's Agaricon. Yeah. And that yeah, forget that. I don't know. I'm just like the first one I looked it up and it showed like they were just plucking it up out of the grass. Like That was one video. And I'm like, well, I don't know where these people got those mushrooms from. Hostas gets big. I know it does. Well, the purpose of growing the hostas is to deter someone from coming up to the window. Because the kitchen window right there is even, well, it's not even with the ground. It's not as much as low as the one in the back. But that right there, somebody can just walk right up to the window and, look in. Which the tree is also a deterrent there because they're going to get smacked with the branches from the tree. So, in the videos in the front when I show you on, I said as the tree has reseeded itself right there. So it's all like it's a bunch of little trees growing right there. I'm not moving it. Yeah, well, it was a thorny bush that was there. And I think that was moles last year or whatever happened, killed it. So they pulled it out and everything. So I left this big open space right there. That's why I was trying to grow so many flowers as I did and plant it. But I think the grass guy just kept on pulling it all the time because I caught him doing that. So he finally left things alone because I caught him cutting the big leafy green one, which I thought was my toothache plant, and it's not. It's burdock root. But it did not flower. The flowers didn't come up like it does in the back. It's just there. I'm just like, well, I'm not touching you. I'm not going to cut it. They left it alone, and the bells of Ireland have gotten really tall. So that's in the video coming out. Those are really pretty. And then the sunflower, Mr. Sunflower, he has really shot up and everything. So I'm really glad about that. So I'm hoping to harvest some seeds from that sunflower also. I did get something new. And I don't have none of my props with me tonight. So, going through the, cook right for your blood type, or eat right for your blood type. Yeah. It was nice and cool, and now it's going to get warm again. It's like, I like the cooler weather, but that's all right. Let's see here. 82, 84, 85, 84, 87, 84, 86. I'm like, the lows are in the 50s, but I'm like, I don't want that. All right, I'll figure that out later. So, according to this book I've been looking at and reading, it says those the nuts and seeds, peanut butter, and pumpkin seeds. Then almond butter, almonds, chestnuts, filberts. I need to clean my glasses. Hickory. Now here's a funny hickory, and I'm allergic to hickory, but it's not actually the hickory because I talked to the allergist. It's the pollen from the hickory. Midnight. I know. I was like macadamias, pine nuts, poppy seeds, sesame butter, sunflower seeds, and walnuts. And I love sunflower seeds. Oh my goodness. I eat those things. That was a snack. Man, that was when we go to like on a trip, whatever, and we would stop at the store. And this is when a long time ago, but still, what'd you get? I would get a bag of sunflower seeds all the time. I don't know. I'm tired. Okay, so if it's getting hot again, you guys, we're gonna have a cold winter. So I'm gonna try something new. I'll let y'all know what it's gonna be. I got some sunflower butter. So I'm like, okay, I've never had sunflower butter. But I think it'd be, interesting. Hmm. I don't know what I was thinking it's going to taste like. I guess you think it's going to taste like peanut butter because it's made of peanuts. And you can actually tell it tastes like sunflowers, like your sunflower seeds. Oh, come on. Don't be doing that. It's not coming off right. Oh. This is what it's doing. Alrighty, here we go. So it looks like I need to stir it up. So since we've got some right there, that's not bad at all. It tastes just like sunflower seeds. So it's kind of more of a liquidy type butter. So I definitely have to stir that up. It says roasted sunflower seeds, sugar, and salt. All separation occurs naturally. Stir before use. Refrigerate not required, but can help reduce separation. And it's got 16 grams of fat. I say 14 servings, 2 tablespoons per serving. And sometimes you don't even use that much. So 16 grams of fat, saturated fat is 1.5, 0 trans fats, cholesterol 0, sodium is 130, total carbs 8, fiber is 3, and total sugar is 4, and 7 grams of protein, which is pretty good when you're want something for protein. I need to find some celery. Can't put on. Actually, I have celery. Oh, that was nice. Last week we were talking about that it was using 2 things. I've got celery in the fridge. Heather, you're gonna have to remind me how we had that. What were we talking about? The 2 ingredients. That's what it was. 2 ingredients. Actually, that tastes pretty good. Not bad. Now, to put sunflower butter on a rice cake, that would be cool too. Yeah, use 2 ingredients or 2 or 3 ingredients. So there you go. Yeah. If you like it, yeah. Because it's like, you think sunflower, you're not thinking that you get so used to the peanut butter taste because it's made from peanut butter. And then you taste that and it's kind of like a little bit different at the first. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's right. It's sunflower. Well, it's going to taste like sunflowers. And get you a bag of sunflower seeds, unsalted. Put your oil in there, grind it up and everything. And you got sunflower butter. So I'm quite sure it's probably the same process as you would if you were doing peanut butter. And all. And then, so I've got that. And I've got my celery in the fridge. I still have turnips. I need to redo the turnip fries again. I just keep, when I got stuff I put down, I keep forgetting I have baking notes. Like I said, I got like 6 notebooks over there for all different things. And then something else in here. I was talking about the nuts and seeds. Now, like you said, macadamia nuts. You can use, it says sesame seeds, sesame butter. I'm thinking sesame seeds you make tahini with, not sesame seed butter, but I did try to make tahini. I think it was on our Treasure Home before I started doing the cooking channel. And that was easy to do. And it just depends on how thick you want it. But, it's sesame seeds and oil. And if you want to put salt in it, you put salt in it. And then earlier I was like, oh, I forgot the clapper. So now this won't be take one. It will be Our Treasure Home Wednesday Night Live blooper take 2. I forgot to do that at the beginning of the video of the live, and I was like, oh, I need to do something. So I've been using that. I've been using that in the videos. When I remember, I was like, because I put it back in the box so it doesn't get messed up. But I was like, I've been using that in videos. Anastasia's going to use it for school projects. So I was like, that's cool. Because, she is still part of the channel. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? So, but earlier she came down and Gail and Heather said hello. She was like, I'm like, you're fine. I say, you know who these people are? So she came over and said hello. But she's 11. I'm going to be 12 soon. No, I don't want to think about that. But she's doing great in school. Like I said, she has her doctor's appointment tomorrow in the morning. I have mine in tomorrow afternoon. I get the 4th set of shots. Because I got the week before. I don't know. It was just something that happened when I had between the 2nd and 3rd set of shots. I just had the worst reaction. I still think it was because of this one right here, that one, mushroom complex. And I think that's why my fingers start doing what my hands start doing what they did. Because as soon as I stopped taking that, I saw it last week. I'm nuts all over my computer. When I showed you on my thumb, there were like little blisters that were forming up underneath and everything. And I don't see them no more. So they've all kind of like went back down. But the peeling on my fingers, over here, there's peeling on that one. That one right there is, okay. So normal, the process would be, if I have something that my body didn't like, I know, I understand. It does hurt. This is actually a 2-week process. And I had timed that like 4 or 5 years ago when we figured out what was going on. When I've had 8 hamburger back then or whatever, how long was the process? From start to finish of the within like 3 days, the little blisters or whatever showing up, the skin cracking and everything till it's healed up and my fingers are back to normal. So that's a 2 weeks process. So we were trying to figure out, oh my goodness. So that's why I went back and start writing everything down. And I did not write down, that's my fault, what I was taking as far as the herbs go, because I stopped everything, even what I got from Teresa at Stringfield Woods Farm, and all, because I was like, okay, here we go. Let's just stop it all and we start again. So I kept taking my vitamin D and my B vitamins and my zinc, because I know I need the D3 every single day. So then I was like, okay, and I know I can take the nettle. So that's when I started taking that mushroom complex again, and I'm like, okay, because that was a process of elimination. That's what started this whole process again. So I was like, okie dokie. Now I know I can't have that. Not that brand, at least. I just nope. Nope. Not gonna happen. The Horbeck brand, their liquid mushroom, I can take. I'm fine with that. I did get the turkey tail from Teresa, Stringfield West Farm. So I'm kind of like holding on to that because, probably starting in October, I'll start taking that because I want to, now getting the cooler weather and everything, I want to make sure my immune system is a-okay to, going out, because we do the ride share, because like I said, they go to her doctor tomorrow. I go in the afternoon. I'm doing mine every week right now, and stages every other week. And I'm like, I don't know if they're going to be home in time, and they've got to cook dinner and this, that, and the other. So I do the ride share. So, I'm in and out of people's different cars through Uber, twice, in the morning and in the afternoon. And I don't know who they've had their car in between. But I can tell you those people keep their cars very, very clean. Because I'm like, they are very, very clean. But I still don't, want to take that chance. So I want to keep my immune system up so that I don't want to, because I miss, if it won't be so bad once I start every other week, which would be after the first of next year. And it probably wouldn't hurt so much if I ended up having to miss a week, but we're trying not to have that happen. So, and that's what's good thing with Anastasia. She goes every other week. So I'm like, that's a good thing. Tonight, it was just one of those nights. The pizza thing they were out, it didn't work. And my son goes, I can't wait till next year. And my daughter-in-law goes, yeah, I know. I'm like, what do you mean next year? And he was like, all of a sudden he goes, because a night like this, when supper doesn't work out, we can just call for pizza be delivered. I got the biggest tickle out of that. She goes, we're not trying to be funny. I said, I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I know you're right. Because by next year, Anastasia should be on regular dairy. And they could just call like Domino's and have it delivered. I was like, oh my goodness. No, it was just not working right. I think they were trying to do is get like the stuffed crust pizza that they like, the cheese stuffed crust pizza and everything. They were trying to do that. And I don't know whose video they were watching, but they didn't show the whole process. So it was like the intro part and then this part, here they all edit things out. And I'm just like, no, they ain't show anybody how to do that properly. Because they probably didn't do it properly either. And then when they finally got it right, they just cut the wrong parts out. It's like, oh. So, and that's what, oh, I'm trying to see also, because when, next year comes and Anastasia's doing fine and she's through her maintenance phase and everything, regular dairy is going to be in the house. So, are they going to still be buying the dairy-free cheese? I don't know. It depends on me. I might put it on there. I still be doing cooking dairy-free and alpha-gall, because I am going, we're going to try. I am, like I was telling Heather and Gail, most of the stuff that's listed in here is how I eat anyway. It's just kind of funny, except for the breads. Well, I used to get the Ezekiel bread, but that got kind of expensive. But we like the Saba noodles. Those are pretty cool. And then Azuki beans. I've never seen those. It might be underneath another name. I don't know. Black beans. I love black beans. And green beans. Pinto beans. Pinto. It's not so much, but you know what pinto means? Makes refried beans. That's what. Oh. Anastasia did that. What's a dumb moment that you never knew something was until later on? And oh, so she said hers. It was something about, I don't think it was Pokemon. It was something else. And then I told her, I love making my own bread. Yeah, I got a whole thing of flour. I make my own bread all the time. I told her mine was, I didn't know prunes was plums for a long time. She looked at me so funny. She started laughing. I said, I'm telling you. And I was like, in my 30s or so. Did I not know that prunes was plums? She got the laughing. I was like, yeah, I probably other things. So here's one of them. Where did that marker go? That pinto beans make refried beans. I did not know that for a long, long time. It's just so funny. Red soya beans, lentils, domestic, red and green. Now I do have lentils that Rebecca sent me, and of course we got my favorite black eyed peas. I like split pea soup, split peas and all, and I'm just like, but I just have to be in a mood for that. Now on this channel, on I Treasure Home, I did show how if you're in a pinch and you don't have no flour, you can't get to the store, you're snowed in and everything. If you got rice, if you got split peas or lentils, how to make your own flour from that. The rice flour turned out really good because I made some pancakes with that. I made one sourdough bread a couple of years ago. I'm trying to make an easier bread, but grinding my own grains. Yeah, you can do that. I don't know, the rice flour that I made, it was pancakes and the split peas. But I was like, to me, I would rather I take that split pea flour and rice flour and mix it together to try and make a bread with it. So I'll probably experiment on the cooking channel with that. We have a Ninja, the blender Ninja that has the big tall blender. That comes off, and I can have the one that's a food processor, and then you change the blade out to the dough. And then we have the small blender one and a tall blender one, like you put your smoothies in. Yeah, the one I showed you yeah. And that's I use for grinding. Oh yeah, I want to see you. Yeah, grinding your own grains because I had thought about getting the hard wheat or the red red one because I know some people who used to get those and make their own, grind their own grains. They said it lasts longer than buying the flour. Yeah, because oh my goodness, I was looking at other places that had like the wheat berries and stuff that you get to make your own flour, and I was like, a pound was like really expensive. I'm like, come on, people, I know you need to make a living, but you need to help us out too. And hard white and hard red is what the recipe calls for. Yeah, I think they said the hard red has more of a nutty flavor to it, which is fine with me. I When my mom worked at the grocery store and they put a bakery in there, they made sunflower seed bread. That was the best stuff. It was, I don't want to say it was wheat bread, but it made me think of wheat bread, but it had sunflower seeds in it. Oh, I love that bread. Yeah, only grind what you need, and then, it's not going to waste. The flour doesn't go bad as fast. As I say, as much as the baking as I do and everything, and I like, I haven't done it in a while. Make my pizza dough and then roll it out flat and then freeze it. That way you just pull it out when you want it. You can do rolls the same way because that's what I've done. Um, Muffins, I don't know, my muffins didn't freeze very well. And then I forgot they were in there one time because I was like, because, now it's coming up, we think about fall foods and everything, like your pumpkin bread and um, I still have, still like to have some zucchini bread. Oh, cool. Yeah, they said that the wheat berries like that have more nutrients, and because they only make a loaf because it's only me and Anastasia that eat it. I said that'd be something like when I do the low carb, if I start at 5 o'clock, so I go to 5 to 6. I have my dinner, and then I would have my bread with that. And if I had dessert and everything, and that's bad because I've got some great desserts I'm going to start making. But I'll have it in that hour, and then that way, after when I finish at 6 o'clock, I'm full, and like I don't eat nothing else the rest of the night, and then you know drink plenty of water. I mean, you're supposed to drink plenty of water anyway, but you know how that goes. Sometimes, some days we don't, and then you get a headache. So I'm trying this new instant coffee, Cafe Bustelo. And no, I'm not sponsored. I just got this because I want. Sometimes at nighttime, I just want a cup of coffee, and sometimes during the day, I just want a cup of coffee. And it's just trying to figure out measuring this and measuring that, and you know. So I was like, we're gonna try and see. Let's see, two loaves. Let's see. Now, I can still make two loaves of bread and put one in the big freezer, and so I might just do that. I used to do that too. Let's see. Now I've added flaxseed to my bread. And I made cinnamon raisin bread. And then I made the walnut roll instead of a cinnamon roll. It was a walnut roll. That's on the cooking channel. And Anastasia loved that. So the filling I used, I still got to edit that video. The walnut filling for the cream cheese bells, I used that instead of making the cinnamon filling. So that turned out really well. And just trying different things up. Now, the cinnamon raisin bread, next time I want to roll that bread out and layer the cinnamon in there and then the raisins and then roll it back up and make it into a loaf and then cook it that way. I got my berries from Grand Teelons. I believe it's what it's called. Okay, let me see. I think I know exactly who you're talking about. Oh, let's see here. Grand Teton, Ancient Grains. Let's see here. Okay. I'll put that link in there real quick. Make sure my volume's down. There you go. Yeah, because as homesteading pastor that they get that. And he said he actually started losing weight from eating that bread instead of gaining weight because they only use what you need, but they said the nutrients in it is so much better for you and all. So I was like, hey, there you go. You just never know. Alrighty. But it's only midnight my time. Let's see. All right, so it's midnight my time. Rebecca and Kim, it's 11 o'clock their time. So me and Robin are at midnight. It's 11 their time. So let's see here. Then it'll be 11, 10. So it's 9 o'clock your time, Heather? Is it 9 or 8? It'll be midnight. 10, 11, 10. Should be only 9 o'clock your time. Oh my goodness. That was the funniest thing. When we lived in Missouri, that was the hardest time. Not the hardest time, the hardest thing, like time adjustment. Because, East Coast and then you move somewhere and it's an hour behind, an hour difference. And it's like, you're going to bed at 8 o'clock when it's like 9 o'clock or so. And, your body's used to being, and that's even when we went to California to visit and everything. Because, you're going backwards. And let's see, our plane left in the morning. I was trying to think. What time did that plane leave? Oh my goodness. That was like 9 o'clock in the morning. 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time. When we got to California, it was only like 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. We were tired. We're ready to go to bed. But they're all wide awake and everything. I know. And it's like, I just looked at them so funny. I was like, Yeah, okay, I understand now. Then, I'm there for a week and I got used to their time, the time difference. So then when we flew back to Virginia, and, the plane was delayed and everything, it's midnight, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So we get there, my dad had picked me and my son up, and we're wide awake. Everybody else was asleep. So we got stuck. I got stuck on that time. So it took me a couple of days. Jet lag, man. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Do not like jet lag at all. So things I'm changing now for, well, we'll see how long this sunflower butter lasts. But I'm going to try this out to see. Now, if I like that better than peanut butter. Now, I love my crunchy peanut butter. That's going to be hard to give up. Well, I don't have to give it up, but if I like that better than the crunchy peanut butter, but I like crunchy peanut butter. So I'll probably be switching, between those two just to see. Um, the rice cakes. That's something Anastasia really likes. So I will be getting more of those. And I told her, I said, just think when you have regular cheese, we'll take the rice cake and melt cheese and dip it in the cheese. There's just something about regular cheese that melts better than the vegan cheese. Though I do have to say, Kroger's brand and Meyer's brand and Via Life cheese, it does melt like regular cheese. So that I have to give them kudos for that, for getting it like that. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than we think it should to melt it, but that's all right. So next week, I'll definitely be letting y'all know how Anastasia's doing. Because things are changing. Some change is good, So Friday night, I'll be live on the cooking channel. That's Cooking Dairy Free and Alpha-Gal with Nancy. And the Saturday night, I'll be live here with the Bible study. So, but I can tell myself I'm getting tired and everything. I was trying. I don't think I can. So, but that's what's been going on. Since I've stopped taking that mushroom. See, I haven't had it since, say today is Wednesday, for about, I want to say 4 days, maybe 5 days. Yep, my fingers are starting to heal. So thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate it. Y'all have a safe and wonderful night. God bless. Stay safe. We love y'all. And we'll see you next time on Our Treasure Home.